Good morning, children. So now we are going to discuss our chapter 5, laws of motion, assignment solution. So the first question is this only. Determine the maximum acceleration of the train in which a box lying on its floor will remain stationary. Given that the coefficient of static friction between the box and the train floor is given 0.15. So we have to find what is the maximum acceleration can occur by this train. So still the box will remain as a stationary. So here the condition is given, the coefficient of static friction between the floor and box and the train floor is given, that is a 0.15. So this is the situation. A box is lying on this train surface and train is going ahead with an acceleration of means we have to find that only. So what is the maximum acceleration train can occur? So what is the maximum acceleration this train can occur? Here you see that here we can one more situation, you can see that weight mg is balanced by what is that, the normal reaction force only. So this box will be remains as stationary. So here the frictional force is the maximum only, so we can say that first static friction only provides this acceleration. So Fx maximum is given as what is that, μs into m. So we can say the first maximum, that means F is equal to μs into n. So static friction only provides the necessary acceleration, so we can say that mn is equal to μs into n. And one more thing you can see that in this case normal reaction force is balanced by mg only, so we can write this equation as n is equal to mg. So we can substitute this value of n here. So ma is equal to what is coming, μs into mg. So we can neglect this value of m from both sides. So we have to find a is equal to what is coming, μs into g. So we can substitute the value and find what is the value of a is equal to. So static friction is given, what is that, 0.15. So it is given 0.15. And what is that, g? You can take the value of g as a 10. So you will get the answer as a is equal to what is coming, 1.5 meter per second square. So you will get the value of acceleration as a 1.5 meter per second square. So this is the maximum acceleration train can occur. So this box will remain stationary. Okay, fine. So this is the question number 1. What we discussed. Now, question number 2. What is the question number 2? A mass of 4 kilogram rests on a horizontal plane. The plane is gradually inclined at an angle of 15 degree with the horizontal. The mass just begins to slide. What is the coefficient of static friction between the block and the surface? So we have to find the coefficient of static friction between the block and the surface. So a mass of 4 kilogram is rest on a horizontal plane. Initially, this is where we can answer. Initially, a 4 kilogram is rest on a horizontal surface. Like we said, 4 kilogram rest on a horizontal surface. Now it is gradually inclined. Means the surface is gradually inclined. You can see that the plane is gradually inclined until at an angle of 15 degree. So this is our plane. So we are raising this plane with respect to this. So it is coming like this way. And it means we are taking this angle as a 15 degree. That much it is made inclined. Means we are tilting this surface. And this box is lying on the surface. 4 kilogram box is lying on the surface. This is the situation is mentioned. The plane is gradually inclined until at an angle of 15 degree with the horizontal. So 15 degree with the horizontal. This is our horizontal surface. The mass just begins to slide. If you are raising more than this, it is start moving down. Okay. What is the coefficient of static friction between the block and surface? You see that this is where block is remains on the surface. Yes, it is going to slide down, but it will be remain stationary because of the frictional force between the surface and the block. So can you say what are the various forces are acting on this box during this situation? Of course, you can say weight mg is acting vertically downward direction. You can see that, and normal reaction force is acting normal to the surface like this way. Normal reaction force is acting. Then this box is remains here. So this box is remains here due to what is that? Frictional force is acting. So this is where frictional force is acting. Static friction is there. So Fs is there along this direction. So this is where we can mark the various types of forces are acting on this block. Now we can resolve this mg into components. So you can see that this is where we can split this into components along this direction. So we can mark this as what is that? This is our mg adjacent side only. So mg cos theta is coming, and along this direction, that means the frictional force is balancing this. So we can say that this is a mg sin theta. So this way we can split into components. This mg can be split into components. So this is coming opposite side, and this is your adjacent side. Now from the diagram it is clear. You see that from the diagram it is clear. What is that? Mg sin theta is frictional force is balanced by mg sin theta. That means mg sin theta is equal to what is that? Frictional force, Fs we can say. And maximum frictional force also we know. What is the value of Fs? Maximum frictional force, that is μs into n. So we can modify this equation as what is coming. Mg sin theta is equal to what is that? Μs into n. Now you can see that another situation, what is that? Mg cos theta is balanced by n. So we can mention that equation as mg cos theta is equal to what is that? It is balanced by normal reaction force. So this is equal to n. So we want to find, what do you want to find? What is the coefficient of static friction between the block and surface? That means μs only we have to find. What is the coefficient of static friction between the block and surface? Okay, between the block and surface. That only we have to find. So what is that value? So we have to find this only. So if you are taking the ratio between these two equations, you will get this value. No? Yes. So here you can see that this term will cancel. If you are taking the ratio sin by cos, so equation becomes a tan theta is equal to n, and n will cancel, μs will come. So this way we are getting. So we want to find μs. So μs is equal to tan theta. So μs is considered as tan of theta. What is this theta? It is already mentioned 15. So tan 15 is considered as a μs. Tan 15 value we know. What is the value of a tan 15? So we are getting the answer as tan 15 is coming as 0.26. 0.26. That means we are getting the value of a μs as 0.26 we can say. So this is the way we are getting the value of a coefficient of static friction as 0.26. Clear? Okay. Now we will consider next question, question number 3. Now we are considering our question number 3. What is that? A cyclist is speeding at 18 km per hour on a level road, takes a sharp circular turn of radius 3 meter without reducing the speed. The coefficient of static friction between the tire and the road is 0.1. Will the cyclist slip while taking the turn? So this is the case of a what is that? Horizontal circular road only. So we already know what is the maximum speed is permissible in that case. Vmax is equal to, what is the equation for Vmax on a level road? Vmax is equal to under root of μs into Rg. So maximum say speed acquired is considered as Vmax is equal to under root of μs into Rg. So we can find this value. Vmax is equal to what is coming? μs into under root of Rg. μs is then what is the value of coefficient of static friction is given. That means 0.1 into R. What is the radius? Radius of the circular path is 3 meter. So 3 into 9.8. So if you are doing this, you will get this answer. So it will come approximately under root of 2.94 you will get. That means approximately this is coming as a, if you are taking this root, we will get the answer as, answer is coming 1.7. So 1.71 millimeter. So this much of meter per second. So the maximum safe speed is permissible while taking this circular turn is 1.71 meter per second. But that boy is moving with the speed of velocity is 18 kilometer per hour. This cyclist is moving with the speed of 18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour we can convert into meter per second. That means 18 into 5 by 18. So that means 5 meter per second. So that cyclist is moving with a speed of 5 meter per second. And his maximum permissible speed is 1.71. Vmax, maximum permissible speed on a level road while taking a circular turn is under root of μs into RT. So that value only 1.71 meter per second is coming. But cyclist is taking this curve turn with a speed of 5 meter per second. Of course, that cyclist will slip away from that circular track. Okay, fine. Now we'll consider question number 4. This is a question. A circular racetrack of radius 300 meter is banked at an angle of 15 degree. If the coefficient of friction between the wheel of the race car and the road is 0.2. What is the optimum speed of the car? And also what is the maximum permissible speed to avoid the slipping? This is the case of a banked curved road. We know what is the situation for a banked curved road. So like this, a car is taking and this is a banked curved road object is moving. So this situation only we are discussing, banked curved road. And in this case, what is the maximum safe speed? Vmax is equal to what is that? Vmax is considered as under root of Rg into what is coming? μs plus tan theta divided by 1 minus μs tan theta. So this is the way we can find the value of what is that Vmax. So Vmax is considered as Rg under root of Rg into μs plus tan theta divided by 1 minus μs tan theta. So you can substitute all these values and you will get the answer. Vmax is equal to under root of Rg into μs plus tan theta divided by 1 minus μs tan theta. So substitute Vmax is equal to under root of Rg. Rg value we know 300 into 9.8. μs value is given. What is the value of μs? 0.2. So 0.2 plus tan theta, tan 15 we have to find. Tan 15 is considered as, now what is the value of tan 15? 0.2679. 0.2679. This is the value of tan 15. 0.2679. So if you are substituting here, μs plus tan 15, that means 0.2679 divided by 1 minus μs tan theta, that means 0.2 into tan theta. What is coming? 0.2679. So this is where we can simplify this. So get the answer as Vmax is equal to, what is the value of Vmax? You can do this calculation. That means you will get this as 300 into 9.8 into 0.2 plus 0.2679. So we can check this as 0.4679 we will get divided by 1 minus 0.2 into 0.2679. So we can simplify that also. Our answer is coming as it is 1 minus 0.05358 is now. So this way we are getting this one. Now we can simplify this, you will get the answer. So Vmax is coming as, after simplification you will get this value as approximately you will get this value as 1000 this you can simplify. This value you can simplify, you will get the answer. So if you are taking this square root of this, so you will get the answer as 38.1 meter per second. So this is the maximum speed, safe speed acquired by this object while taking a banked curved rod. So 38.1 meter per second. Now the second part is same question, second part. What is the optimal speed? Optimal speed means what is that? The availability of friction we are reducing. So mu s is considered as 0 in this. So optimal speed. Optimal speed means mu s is considered as 0. Mu s is considered as 0. So what is the maximum speed is acquired possible? That is considered as the optimal speed. So in that case, what is the optimal speed? Mu s is 0 everywhere. So this term will go. So ultimately Rg into tan theta will come. So we are getting optimal speed is under root of Rg into tan theta. This is the equation for optimal speed. So we can substitute and find. Optimal speed is considered as V0. So V0 is equal to, what is that optimal speed? Under root of Rg. R is there 300 into 9.8 into tan 15 already we know. What is the value? 0.2679. 0.2679. So you can find this value of optimal speed you can find. After doing this calculation, you will get the answer as approximately 28.06 meter per second. So this is the way you can find the value of optimum speed. Okay.